Time for everybody to freeze up.
Right, I'm off.
All the international jackals up in here. And we are live. This is the R.O.C. Hangout International. We have guys from all over the fucking world here. We're all pumped up. Are we pumped up, guys? Come on. Are we pumped up? What?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the first of many international R.O.C. Hangouts we're going to fucking do. We're starting off with the first one right now. And we're going to be doing some more in the future. We wanted to, do this kind of with these international guys out there. So we're going to do some fucking intros.
We're internationally.
Internationally. There we go.
Interlings.
So we're going to do some intros right now. So I'll go from left to right. And we have Mr. Jisk.
Yo, what's happening? Jisk coming from across the pond.
Hello.
Wait a minute, you're not international.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Hey there, Ringo.
You got to say internationally noon.
Yeah. What's up, dudes? I'm not going to talk about what I got because you can see it on Monday. On the Hangout and then on the show. I got a few bots. Nothing new. Stuff you guys probably already have. It's not about me today, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's about these guys.
Yeah.
All right. Next up we have Grimlex. Where are you from, bro?
Yeah, I'm from the UK. On Facebook, I am Snarlex Lewis, and on the Instagram, I am the_force_sketcher. This week's haul, I got this boy in today.
Nice.
Unopened.
Talking about Willis.
Looking forward to playing with him later. I'm off to Star Wars Celebration on Saturday. I'm meeting my daughter there. So I just picked up, probably should have hung these because they're quite screwed up. I picked up a couple of T-shirts. There's one for me, and there's one for my daughter. There you go. See that?
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
It's okay. You can take the 10 seconds out and go get some hangers. It's all good.
How old's your daughter?
She is 12. She's 12.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Perfect age to get her introduced to Star Wars, eh?
Yeah, definitely. She lives in Essex. I live in London, but I'm going to meet up this weekend. It's her first sort of Comic Con type affair, and it's mine too. So we're going to kind of share that moment together. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Real fast, I just met a guy who said that he'd never seen any of the Star Wars movies, and his 5-year-old son showed him. He's like, oh, because my 5-year-old son loves like the Lego Star Wars, and then so we sat down and watched them all. And I'm like, dude, how have you never seen any of them, first of all?
How can you not see that?
Yeah.
There's a punch in the face right there.
But it was cool.
All right, next up we have got Mr. Silver Age himself, Dust Mites.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the R.O.C. International Hangout. The International Hang Bang, as we say here in the streets of Jersey. Not really, but it's all good. Welcome, guys. I really appreciate that. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. Every vacation and getting enough handful of guys to come in and do this. And here we are. We're going to do a lot more of these, and I really appreciate it. You guys popping in.
Cool.
That's all I got, man. Everybody knows what I got this week. If you watch Into the Realm, you know where to find me. So, like just said, it's not about us. It's about the crew of jackals we got in here right now. So, let's move
Across
on.
the pond. All right, next up we got Cody Cotimus, the bloke himself.
The bloke.
Watch out what you say. You might start an international incident or something. All those slang words they got going on.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, go ahead.
Cody, you can find me on Instagram as Codimus Prime, Codimus_Prime_G1, and on Facebook I think it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm from Essex in UK. Near to where that. Yeah. What did I get this week? All I got this week was Backdraft for the Inferno from MMC, or Killer Max, whatever. Yeah, I like it minus all the paint issues, but they've been getting back to me and they're sorting it out, so it's pretty cool.
Pain issues, huh?
You like it better than the Make Noise one?
It's the same thing as like with the Hound. They're both quite different. So.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I think I like its general look more. but it's annoying. It doesn't hold its gun very well either. But apparently they send me like every spare part that I moaned about, which is nearly an old from every part of the figure. So they might as well just send me a new figure.
Right.
But I don't think I've got much else.
All right. All right. Next up, we got Sam.
Hey guys, I'm Sam from just outside Cambridge, England. Sam's Formers on Instagram, Sam Thompson on Facebook. This week I got Willis late last week, and then I just got Jaguar today.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Mastermind, which is pretty cool actually. I like him. So yeah, that's about it. So this week.
It's a pretty nice piece. Now, do you think it's a little bit? I know we all discussed is maybe a little bit just too big.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit too big. Yeah.
I know they were going for the actual. They wanted the actual size cassette, kind of give you that retro cassette kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think if they would have just dummied it down just a little bit more, I mean, it knocks it out of the park now, and I don't mind it. But I think just a little bit smaller would work a little bit better.
Yeah. I think standalone, it's fantastic. I think it will look a little bit, as you say, just out of scale, just a bit.
Yeah.
But pretty cool. It's the first third-party figure outside of Fans Toys I bought. So.
All right. Cool.
I mean, think about if they make all these like they're supposed to. Like Rumble and Frenzy are going to be the size of a minibot.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. So it's like, is this going to scale? You know. So I was saying, okay, maybe I want to just bail on it, but I was like, let me wait it out.
It'll scale better with all these new Toy World bots coming out.
Do you think they'll do Rumble and Frenzy?
New knockoff sides.
What's that?
They are.
Do you think they'll end up doing Rumble and Frenzy?
That's the word in the street.
That's the word on the street, yeah. Oh, cool.
And we didn't see any cool renders yet.
Yeah, the word is they're supposed to be doing all of them, but I think like I don't know, you're gonna have Laserbeak. That's all huge. Like it's not gonna work. It'll work by themselves, but it won't work with your MP collection.
On its own, it's yeah.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I recommend.
It's a good start for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Ishak, a.k.a. The Ish, a.k.a. Grimlock.
Hey man, what's up everybody, man?
Good morning.
Alright. 5:10 a.m. here in Singapore. So, excuse the hair, as you can see, the hair. I look like Carrot Top, man.
Oh no, Tom, you got some competition there, man. The hair.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, finally, you guys get to see me at home, sitting down, not walking around, not trying to hide or whatever shit.
Hide from your bosses.
Finally got B behind me.
Awesome.
Right, so what did I get this week? Actually, last night I got the first few figures for my nieces. Suddenly, out of nowhere, it was my niece's birthday. She said she wanted robots. So, yeah, got, the Combiner Wall, Sunstreaker, Mirage, Ironhide, and Prowl. They were on sale, so I thought, what the hell, what the fuck, let's just get them. I'm still waiting on my KO Power Glide. It should be in the post office, or maybe the postman is playing with it while waiting for me or whatever.
It's a cool figure, man. They really did a good job with that knockoff.
Yeah, man, waiting for it. Can't wait.
I got mine before you. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Tuesday.
Don't expect that Autobot symbol.
No, mine is supposed to come with one.
Yeah, all of ours are supposed to come with it too.
So I don't know. Hopefully the guy in China gets it to me and all that. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, Ish, where can they find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Ishak_Grimlock, and on Facebook as well.
And at the corner store buying Lucy's.
Yeah.
All right. And then there's last but not least myself, Tommy Barricade on IG. You guys catch me on Tommy Barricade there, and on Facebook. And for hauls, I think the latest ones I got was just those 2 Marvel Legends. Chris hooked me up with Nick Fury, and I got another Black Panther, so I'm going to display 2 of them, one with the mask and one without it. That's about it for me. I'm on a standstill right now. I'm saving up for TFCon, baby.
Yeah, I think we're all on that, TFCon's right around the fucking corner, I still got to book the flight.
Yeah, man. No, talking about TFCon, I'm pretty sure my British family over here can agree with me. We gotta start a Kickstarter, man, if we want to go to TFCon and start sending out emails.
Just don't go into the cafe talking about that.
No, Kickstarter. I gotta start doing a Kanye West. Start emailing Mark Zuckerberg. I want to help a brother out, Mark.
Do you guys have do you guys have any conventions? Do you have like comic conventions or even Transformer conventions?
We do have. It's kind of a yearly thing, but it's not really like it says something in the US. It's like every other state will have it, but it's still within the US. For in Asia, it's you will have one in China, or you will have one in Hong Kong, and that's like thousands of miles away, man. I might as well just go to the US, the distance and the flights and fuck that, man. We had one about 5 years ago, in Singapore. So
now everybody would think that you're over there that you'd be tripping over robot conventions. You know what I mean? That they're like on every corner, every day of the week. There's another robot convention, but it's not necessarily how the game goes,
Yeah, exactly. The only, and even in Singapore, it's not. It's here. I mean, the community is really small. It is here, but I would say the only place I've been to so far in Asia that we don't talk about BotCons, we talk about in general. It's still Japan, man.
Right.
Japan, you could spit and it will hit a shop selling a transformer.
Yeah.
Figure or something.
Yeah, I see some vids of guys over there on vacation, and they're just going from shop to shop to shop to shop, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And the prices are actually quite affordable, even for like the masterpieces or the third party ones, so it's good.
Yeah, I've got a friend over here in London, and she works for Sony PlayStation, and she said exactly the same thing. Like Transformers over there are just, they're everywhere almost, as well as every other sort of bot or anything like that, But it's almost like it's saturated. The place is saturated, so I mean, it's a place I wouldn't mind going. Definitely.
I would really suggest for you guys to hit Japan, man. It's awesome, especially when they actually have a few districts, and one particular district is the electronic district. And it's, you've got a whole building Sega, you've got a whole building that's an arcade, you've got a few buildings that are arcades, It's really awesome. There's one particular store, it's called it's called Mandarake, and it's awesome. It's literally wall to wall of just displays of, you've got one whole floor that's robots, you've got one whole floor that's anime, one whole floor that's manga. They've got a good 7-8 floors of just collectibles. Really, you could go there.
Store of toys and stuff.
Exactly, you could. I went there and I was gone for like 2-3 hours just looking. I wasn't buying anything. I was just looking and I was just walking around, and I've got friends who went with me who weren't collectors, and they were like, "Come on, man, get whatever you want and get out." To the point, I actually told them, "Look, you guys go ahead. I'll call you. I'll see you tomorrow. That kind of thing." It was wild.
Sounds great.
Well, I guess that'll open us up to our next question, kind of, and then maybe we could continue on that about what you guys collect and how is the collecting scene around your way. And since Ish already told us a little bit about his area, maybe what is your collecting taste there, Ish? What's in your detolfs? What's on your shelves? What's making it into your little room of plastic?
For me, obviously, it's Transformers. In regards to actual Transformers, it's an actual series or that. I don't really have a particular line or series that I want to complete or whatever. I did start with wanting to do my G1 Dinobots, got them complete. So now I'm still trying to, where am I left, right, where am I going? Okay, still trying to complete my Fans Toys Dinobots.
Now, what else do you need for that?
I still need my Swoop and Stomp.
Oh, okay.
I love them.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Man. Still thinking whether I want
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
It's good.
Terrible.
It's beautiful. That is. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing of art, man, right now.
Glorious.
It's not glorious.
Toilet paper.
It's amazing.
So I can't hate on them to my girlfriend because she's from Manchester.
So it just seems like so your collection's kind of it's multi in the generations. You got a
Yeah,
little
in the
G1,
generations,
you got some
yeah.
MP, you do your Hasbro stuff also. You like you chug stuff, so
Yep.
so it's pretty much all around.
It's basically what I like, what catches the eye,
That's it. Yeah. It's
Yep.
cool, man. It's great.
Do you have anything on the side that you collect, like an extra side collection? Because I know like some of us have little extra ones that we do. When we're kind of in a drought. We can't find our
Like a
Transformers.
side chick.
Like
Not-
a
Like a side chick, yeah.
like a
man.
side
Similar
piece,
to
a
a
little
side
side piece,
chick.
little side piece, little side piece.
Little side action.
Yeah, so
like
that's gonna be
side
the
chick.
last question of that. What's your side piece like?
a little something on the side.
Do you even side piece, bro?
Honestly, I don't, man. The only thing I do collect on the side every now and then will be maybe some Star Wars stuff and some comic stuff. But that's once again, it's like things that, oh, this is nice, I'll get it. No, nothing in real particular.
Right.
All right, well, thank you for letting us into your world, man, and thanks for being here tonight.
Right, thank you, man.
All right, and then next up, I'm just going to go from left to right on my screen, if you guys don't mind. I'm just going to go, Snarlex is up next.
Yeah.
Did I pronounce that right, Snarlex?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
All right, look at me. I get 1 point. Ching.
Yeah. My I suppose my Transformer collection started it was about 6 months ago. When was it? Last September. I damaged my back quite badly, and I was waiting an operation.
And then you damaged your wallet.
Damaged my wallet. Well, not quite. I was having like these kind of moments of feeling down, and then feeling quite nostalgic and wanting to kind of recapture. Don't know why. Maybe I was just surfing and I found some images of G1 figures and stuff, and I started researching it a little bit. And I felt like what I want to do is I want to get all my old toys that I had as a kid and just stick them on the shelf, because every time I look at those toys, it's going to make me feel good and it's going to take me back to that place that I was, when I was 10, 12, whatever. And
17, 18 for some of us.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, and that's kind of where it started, and then I discovered masterpiece figures and stuff like that. But I think my collection isn't. I'm mainly masterpiece stuff, and I understand that can spiral out of control quite a lot. So I'm just sticking to. The MP figures that I'm collecting are the figures that I had as a kid, or that I played with as a kid. So my mates might have had some that I didn't, but to me they're still nostalgic because that was part of my childhood.
Let me tell
they're
you,
the ones I'm looking for,
That's going to be a start. that's gonna spiral out of control.
It will be. But I live in a one-bedroom flat with my wife and my son, so space is limited and funds are a little bit limited at the moment as well. So, well, yeah, you're right. Get rid of the sun, stick it in the cupboard. Yeah.
You'll find the way. Believe me, we all find the way.
Yeah. So that's it really. So that's kind of where it is, and that's what's happening at the moment. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it, and I'm loving playing with those figures again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So,
now, and where are you now?
I am just outside of Wimbledon in London.
I gotta play stupid like I'm interviewing you, So again, where are you from? And how is the collecting scene in your area? Do you have a lot of shops? Do you have your basic places to go? Is it
to be honest, no. It's the usual crappy toy shops with, a kind of meter by a meter square of Transformer toys, and they're generally shelf-warming toys and nothing else. So all my purchases are online. We have Forbidden Planet in Covent Garden, but they don't really have much in there either, and it's just
it's
really
good to see.
limited.
It's good to see it's the same worldwide, except for in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one.
Japan.
There's a place in Covent Garden called Orbital Comics, which is quite good. It's got shitloads of stuff, but they're overpriced. But
That's the problem I find. Oh, go ahead.
No. I bought Superior and G2 from there actually, which which I kind of thought I liked it, and then I didn't, and then I got rid of it, and then I sold it, and I bought Ratchet, and ended up buying a toy for my kid as well. But yeah, so yeah, I'm familiar with the place. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
All right. You were saying that some of the old toys that you played with as a kid. Like, what were some of the characters that you had when you were a kid?
Okay. Springer, Jetfire, Ratchet was one. Soundwave, which I'm having. I'm on a budget, so trying to find a Soundwave Master figure is proving a little bit difficult.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you just have to stock that figure until somebody, because every now and again you'll find somebody who just lets it go for ridiculously cheap is like $130.
No
US
box, no
would be
this, no this,
ridiculously
no
cheap,
this.
right? So you
Yeah,
just
I'm trawling the interweb daily, hoping to
Yeah.
see that bargain, but nothing.
It'll come up. They come,
on the
especially
forums if you
once the holidays come around. Like once it gets closer to Christmas and stuff, you'll start seeing more deals.
Yeah.
People need dough.
Are you on all the UK forums?
I'm not. No, this is the whole collecting thing. As I said, it's 6 months. It's a new thing for me. So, meeting you guys and being introduced to the realm of collectors is just in my way, and then it's perfect. Yeah, brilliant. Cool.
Inbox me and I'll give you a link to them all because there's loads. I haven't seen a Soundwave for a while, but I'll keep an eye out as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely all keep an eye out. Uh-oh, something's popping off somewhere.
Hey, it's my neighborhood.
Shout out to Winnipeg.
Is that really you, Tommy?
That's always me. There's shit going on all the time, man. It's fucking crazy.
I just wanted to tell Snarl, I'm glad that you found the ROC, and we are here for you. So if you have any doubts or questions or concerns about any figures, I mean, of course, you have tons of reviews, but it's always a lot better if you could hear from other people and what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, I'm glad to have found you, man. That's awesome.
That's what we're here
and
for.
I think the biggest thing for you as a resource from us is going to be pricing. Being new, it's kind of hard to that's where it takes place, is to figure out man, is this really worth that much? So if you ever have any questions about that, dude, any one of us will.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cheers, gents.
All right, and on that note, let's just roll over to Codemus Prime. I got a question right off the bat. Are you guys somewhat located near each other?
No.
I'm not too familiar with.
Well, we're not too far. I'm the opposite side of London to where he is. He is on your kind of East Londonish.
I'm nearer your door, and I'm in Essex.
I'm
near your door. I'm near you.
And time-wise?
I'm about an hour. It's about an hour and a half to West.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's Jesus. We traveled 2.5 hours to go to NJCC to meet up with all these bums. That's pretty cool that you got another collector right there in arm's reach.
Cool.
So, all right, Cody, let's talk about you, my friend. I know we've had you on ETR. You've been in the Hangout quite a bit. This is not your first rodeo, but anybody watching, let's roll down through it, man. Where are you from? And what do you collect? And how's the collecting scene around your area?
Collecting scene is pretty much the same as Snarlex. So, but I don't know. I guess because I've been doing it a bit longer, I know about all the shops and that. And I mainly use Kapow, to be honest. In UK, they sort me out. A few other ones I use if they haven't got nothing, because they don't deal with some companies, as you know. But yeah, it's alright. I go to London mostly if I want to have a look out for, if I want to go find some figures, because it's impossible to find anything in Essex.
Now, how is it like on the regular retail stuff? Like, if you were to be interested in any of this new Titan return shit?
I've been getting the Titans return stuff, and there's only one shop I know that they get it in one shipment maybe a month. Called Smith, which is a bit like a Toys R Us, but they actually stock half decent toys. Okay. But they never have anything in. I've been going in there for the last week, and I got the ones that I've shared online. I got Blaster at a convention the other day, little Transformers convention. Blaster's cool, actually.
And what'd you think?
Am I roboting?
No, you froze out a little bit. And what'd you think about it?
Yeah, I think Blaster's really cool, actually. I was pretty shocked.
It's not bad, right?
No.
Being that you're a 3P collector, it's not too bad for what it is. That's what we've been saying.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty fun. I've got him at work. I've just been collecting the Titans Wars stuff Titan Return stuff for it. work.
Yeah, that's
My
what he said.
work.
It's like a nice desk piece, something to keep around you, hang out with,
Yeah.
and fumble with,
Yeah, it's like tomorrow I haven't got any tattoos in, so I'll probably just sit there and play with my figures and shit.
All right, so now
But,
speaking on that, how's your collection?
my collection's it's alright. I collect mainly third party and masterpiece, but I just realised I completely forgot I've got like 10 box G1 in my cupboard, like originals, because I sold all my G1, but I kept Optimus Prime, Jetfire, Megatron, Soundwave, Shockwave. I've got a sealed Chrome Dome that's original.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got some G1, and I think I've got like one like Hasbro Chug figure. I think no Takara. But yeah, I've pretty much sold everything like that was Chug line of like Takara and Hasbro.
So do you guys, the stuff that you do?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Cody. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, the only other thing I collect is I've been collecting all the Iron Factory stuff. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah, they're awesome. And Star Wars SH figure arts, which they're fucking pain in the ass to get over here. They're so expensive. But
Now,
yeah, they're
They look good.
in your stores, like when you're going to buy like a Chug figure, do the stores mainly carry the Takara stuff or the Hasbro versions?
I never get Takara, only Hasbro.
Oh, okay. All right, so Takara seems like it's in Japan and it's a specialty order.
Yeah, Takara. The way I'll get them is Kapow will be getting them in, so I'll probably buy some of them sets if they look worth the difference, which they normally are, but we'll see. Because I'm not really collecting them properly; they're just sort of as a shelf thing at work. I'm not too fussed.
And then, just this for all of you UK guys, the Knight of Ren 789 asks, what does the Star Wars section look like in the UK stores?
For me, it's all right. It's pretty average price. You can often find, because the store near me, they restock probably once a month, and you generally find the newer figures, and they normally sit there for a while. I think because I just think I don't think there's many people that collect them around here. That's what I think. So whenever I go in there, I don't collect Black Series figures anymore, for instance, but I'm always seeing the newer stuff. So it's not too bad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I have no idea because I don't look because I only buy the SH figure arts. So.
I don't
Oh, actually,
Snob.
That's a slippery slope right there.
No, they don't release them that often, so that's okay.
So Cody, for you, it's Transformers, and then you said Star Wars, just SH, just the SH figure line of Star Wars, or SH figure arts and most stuff that they put out.
No, it's just a Star Wars at the moment. I was tempted to get a few other bits, but I'm just going to stick to the Star Wars, I think. Other things I collect is from my childhood. I've got sealed Power Rangers on the card and Biker Mice from Mars because, yeah.
Right, that's because your
They're
childhood.
awesome. They just sit on my wall. But I don't collect. I mean, I don't collect that. I've got them and they're there, and they're done. That I'm never going to buy any more. I'll probably end up selling them at some point. I just wanted them. So,
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Transformers. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, you see it's mainly Transformers. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And you take some awesome photos, man. If nobody's, I'm sure everybody has seen them, but if you haven't, nobody take
very good. Very good.
And Cody is the man behind the Toy Detox podcast Instagram also.
Yep.
And are you doing the Facebook also over there, brother?
Yeah, I've just got it all linked up to one.
Awesome.
When are you going to get on that show? Don't let them bully you, man. Don't let Tyler bully you.
I know they say you're in intern status.
They were talking about having me. Yeah, they're talking about having me on there. So we'll see.
They're just going to have to change your schedule to fit yours. Just like don't let them bully you until like a 4 o'clock in the morning show, you know?
Yeah.
On your side.
But yeah, it's cool. They're good guys.
Well, thanks for sharing with us, Cody. We're just rolling on over to Sam. Sam's Formers. What's up, brother?
How you doing? Well, it's G1 for me. I started 4 or 5 years ago, and for some reason decided I want to get all the toys I had back as I was a kid. And I actually started by didn't know nothing about it and bought a knockoff Prime, G1 Prime, not knowing it was a knockoff. And then that sparked my interest into the whole knockoff, original, what was the difference, how do you find the difference, and that started me up, and I haven't stopped since.
Right.
Which I found fascinating with all they were all knockoffs were made. I ended up getting 2 knockoffs sent to me because I moaned about one of them, and so I sold another, and that just started it off. And knew what to look for, and yeah, my G1 collection is quite big now of originals. And then discovered Masterpiece, which killed my bank balance. Discovered Fans Toys, and that got even worse.
Oh, it's going to get worse, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It just, yeah, when you look at how much it might have cost, it makes you cry. Yeah, so I'm Masterpiece, G1, and Fans Toys, really. That's all I've collected so far. I've got the Combiner Awards Devastator.
MMC.
I did start down the Combiner Wars. I got Superior because I thought that looked quite good, but now I don't. I'm going to get rid of that. I didn't like any of the others. For me, it's very. That's why I don't stray too far away, because to me, if it's not, and this is very fanboyish, but if it doesn't look like the cartoon, I'm not overly interested.
All right, there he is. Yeah, I'm the same way, Sam.
If it doesn't, there are ones. If they're similar, fine. But that's why, to me, Fans Toys is the best third party, because I think they nail the look. So I tend not to stray too far onto the other ones, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't. I just try not to.
All right.
And
So
then
now, I'm sorry. Just go
No,
ahead.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, please.
I think I was going to ask the same question you were.
Well, then take it away, my
I
friend.
was going to say, well, because I was going to ask the same thing. What's the stores like in your area?
Same. There isn't any. You get some of the bigger supermarkets might hold toy sections, but there's nothing. They're only the most common lower end toys. They're nothing like the Masterpiece or anything like that. It's all online. The same. It's Kapow, and there's a couple of other online stores that I look for, and that's it really. There's nowhere to go for me to go and buy a Fans Toys product, for example.
Yeah, there's no hunt.
No.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I have just talking about just so you guys know, for us, like, there's nothing like that here. There's one local comic shop that does sell Masterpiece stuff and even third-party stuff, but it's like Fans Toys, Scoria, the guy has one, it's opened, in no box, and he wants $300 for it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like that type of thing. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, you know, so you're not alone.
That's what Orbit was like.
Yeah, it's just so, you know, I think they're just expecting somebody, because I think what happens too is a lot of people look at these things going, oh man, I had this one as a kid, thinking it's, you know, the G1.
No, you didn't.
Right, exactly. So they'll spend that. They're like, dude, $300, that makes sense. $300 makes sense. It's like that old, and then they don't realize it's like, look, it's not the same one. But I understand why you think that.
I think the issue is with them little independent shops is they I think they buy them from people and then they probably pay quite high price because they look online and then they just charge more to make money. It's just because all the stuff I've seen in
they
that
probably don't even know what they have. They'll look at
This
something
guy
like a Scoria and be like, oh, he's gold and he's blingy and he's got metal. It's 300. Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, I like the hunt for G1 on eBay. That's what I have liked, is finding the original figures in good condition or in boxes, and I like looking and seeing what I can get from that. I've spent a lot of money on certain figures, but when you get them and they're good, then that's quite rewarding.
Now, are you just trying to do the stuff from the show, G1 figures from the show, or are you trying to collect all of G1?
From the show.
That Metal Hawk is pretty pricey.
It's ones that I can remember having.
Right, okay.
Remember from the show. And I don't know how far I'm in. I'm quite a way in. But they're getting harder to find, and they're getting up in price. The longer it goes. I've tried to find a ramjet to go along with the Masterpiece one, but I haven't found one that seems worth the money yet.
You bang out all the easy, cheap ones fast.
Yeah.
At first, and then you're like, that's where I'm at with my mask collection. Is like, I got all the decent price $20, $30 ones. Now I got to drop $80 to $100 on a couple, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
Do I really want to go all in right now? Because I really been neglecting the ones that I do have, So I have to rethink that.
Yeah. I got a Jetfire box.
I got a box.
What's up? Someone?
I said when I got my box Fort Mac, it cost me like £500.
Wow.
What?
I used to like the Mars toys a lot.
Yeah, I sold it then.
I was gonna ask you if you're leaving that box, but
no, I sold all of my G1. That wasn't sealed; it was just boxed. I sold all of my G1 stuff for about £3,000 to some Guyana.
Wow.
It was probably Sam. Sam's like, "Oh, that was me."
Yeah.
So it's crazy how when I started collecting, it was just I used to go to. Do you know what car boot sales are in America? Like sort of.
Who?
Do you know what a car boot sale is?
A bit like yard sale.
Yard sale, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
What is it? What are we talking about?
Yard sale.
Basically, I used
Like a
to.
yard sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in a field.
What do you guys call it?
It's car boot,
sale.
but there's a lot. It's like loads of cars in a field, and everyone's selling their crap out the back of their car.
Oh, okay, like a flea market.
Yeah.
Like a flea market. Yeah, we got shit like that over here. We call them swap meets on the West Coast. Over here on the East, it's called flea markets.
But those guys are hip. Those guys are hip to the game too. Like they charge some crazy prices for G1 too. Seems like everybody knows.
They know what they've got, don't they?
They know what the hell they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the golden age of the internet, everyone's just searching, what's this price, what's that price, and
yep, you're absolutely right. Especially now when you go to shows and stuff,
Yes.
it's not like you can't check anymore. You got this.
Yeah.
And this is what these dealers got to have understand is, when we're sitting there talking and haggling prices, I've already done my homework, and I know, and I have 5 other things that are lined up. So when you're trying to go top notch, you know what's going to happen at the end of the day? You're going to be fucking packing that guy up and taking him home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
it's the same thing over
I had
here
no
in
money.
And I think, Sam, did we discuss where are you from?
Just outside Cambridge, which is an hour train ride from London. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're out on the suburbs.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
As you would say, the suburbs, like here. You'd be like Long Island to Manhattan.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Nice place.
Is that
Awesome,
Suffolk?
Not quite. It's
Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, I definitely want to see an R.O.C. meetup over there with you guys. I want to see some pictures. I want to see some hanging out. I want to see some videos, like the way we do it on IG here when we go to NJC and stuff like that. All right, so now you guys got something you got to work towards.
Yeah, man. Let's make it happen.
Sounds good.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
You can
Have a couple of beers, have some food, talk some Transformers, man. It's nothing better than hanging out with people, like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
With the same goals and the same likes. And I'm going to roll it over to the R.O.C. ambassador himself. We all have seen Tommy Barricade on the show quite many times. We know about that beautiful collection behind him.
Yeah,
but this is the R.O.C. International Hangout, and we're going to ask him all the deal that we just got through from these guys. So, Tommy, take it away. You got about 6 minutes.
Fuck, he's got me on a timer, motherfucker.
Well, been there, done that.
All right. So I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. So I'm about 2 hours north from North Dakota, South Minnesota border.
Hey.
So
Let me just say this, which is the middle of our country. If anybody's just looking geography, so he's about 2 hours north of the middle of our country, and the middle of yours, I guess, at that point.
The middle north, the north.
Yeah.
Middle.
Yeah, we're the middle province of Canada, so right smack dab in the middle. So collection-wise, you guys have seen all my collection, a lot of my pictures on IG and stuff like that. But I kept a lot of my G1, those same ones I've had since I was a kid. I never got rid of them. I've never bought any more G1s. The ones that I do have is what I had when I was 11, 12 years old.
Nice.
Wow. Some of them I never really even played with. I mean, like for instance, my I guess it would have been which one I did you like? The Metroplex. I did like one of those G1 sneak peeks videos I've been doing.
So that one there, I think the Metroplex has been transformed maybe tops 10 times, man. 10 times. I barely fucking touched that thing.
You've had it since you were a kid, that one?
Yeah, since a kid,
Yeah.
man. Same with Slugslinger. I think Slugslinger maybe 5 times tops. But there were certain ones I just never played with. You know, my uncle told me, like, when I was younger, he said, you know, if you keep these things mint, they can be worth something, you know, down the road and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
he has a collection too, so I took his advice, right?
I've got my old Metroplex. My dad gave it back to me, and the leg was hanging off it. I managed to fix it with a screw, but it's sitting out on a shelf. I've just got some repo labels, and I keep meaning to bring it back to life. But yeah, that's something that I've still got from my kiddiehood. Sorry, man. Thanks to you.
That's all right.
No,
That's all right. Chime in, whatever you want. Yeah, so like all those G1s I have, I've kept since I was a kid, and then I stored them away for the longest time, and then a couple of years ago I started breaking them out. Started buying detals. Fuck, Jesus Christ. That's fucking
So you
out of
started
control there.
You started your details with your G1 collection?
Yeah, I didn't want to put them just on a shelf. I didn't want to keep dusting because
I never
they're my
knew
pride,
that, man.
right?
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's where you started, you know, with your detail collecting. Also, was with your G1 stuff.
It was about maybe
interesting.
3 years ago. I took them out and I grabbed the detolf, and all I had was one detolf, and I just had it in my living room.
Yeah.
I jammed them all in there, you know, all of the G1s that I had, so it was just full.
So
And then,
where are
I
your
started getting
G1
into-
now, though?
Way on the other side.
Oh, they're banished to the other side of the room. Oh.
Well, it's one huge fucking wall, man. Like, yeah, I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like right now.
Is it a shelf or is it a?
It's all the way. Yeah, they're in a detolf way in the back. I don't have
Hello.
it goes all the way, man.
There's no even lights.
Fucking way down there.
They don't even get the lights turned on.
I didn't want to light them up because
He
you guys
doesn't
don't
want
want
to
to see
yellow
this
them.
fucking shit.
He doesn't want to yellow them. You forgot your G1 collection. Oh, man.
You guys only see in the picture what's right here, so you know I gotta save on power. You know I gotta fucking save my money, man. Because when I got into masterpieces and third party, holy fuck, man, that just fucking hit me hard, man. But you know what? It's so worth it because the characters that they came out with and the way it looks, it has to be tune accurate. I have to have that tune tickle, like Eddie says. You know what I mean? If it's not there, I just don't get it. So
here's another question: is like, you know, when I first met you on Instagram, and this is going almost about 2.5 years, maybe even 3 or close to 3. You had a lot of Hasbro stuff. You were doing like, you know, whatever the new Hasbro generations, and you were going through the RID line. Did you have any Prime stuff? I can't remember if you had some Prime stuff.
yeah, I had a couple of from the Transformers Prime. I had like first edition Bumblebee and
And then
R.O.C.
you were doing the RID stuff, the Combiner Wars, and then boom, we all got you into fucking Masterpiece and third party. And
I kind of got into the Masterpiece and third party when it was. Yeah, it just fucking blew up, man. Like, you know, I just got the love of it. You know what I mean? My first third party figures were the Fans Project Headmasters that I got off of Ironclaw. Shout out to Ironclaw, Matt Ellis there. I got those off, and those are my first ones. And then from there, it was just like, holy fuck. And talking to you guys, like, you guys helped me a lot. I was not, like, I didn't know nothing about the fucking third party shit. I was just like, all I was looking at is price point. Price point was kind of putting me aside, like pushing me away,
of course.
right?
That would your basic collect. You know, if you're ever a collector that's not into that, it's a turnoff right off the bat. It is.
Yeah, it was the prices and stuff like that.
And then
I still like the Hasbro stuff, you know. Like I was still pretty loyal to the Hasbro. But then, you know, when I got into the Masterpiece third party, things just started to change. You know,
it's a whole nother world, man.
I don't even like I'm trying to get rid of a lot of my Hasbro stuff. So like my Age of Extinction line, which I pretty much have them all. I'm gonna sell them all. A lot of my Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen deluxe sizes and stuff. I'm gonna be selling those. And
well, you know, I see that
concentrating strictly on Masterpiece and third party. So.
It seems like that's a lot with the collectors now. It's like they adapt their collection and then they sell to survive. You know, you adapt, you move on, and then now it seems like the flavor of the month is Masterpiece scale. So everybody's selling the Chug, and Chug is dead, and the market on the Chug figures just dropped. You know, so something that was $30-$40 now, you can't even get $15 for.
I mean, for me, I'm not talking about Chug, but for me, it's like I was just buying stuff, and then it just clicked like, oh, this is what I want the scope of my collection to be.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I had to buy stuff that I didn't really care for in order to kind of figure that out. And that's why I think Snarlix had said it in the beginning. He's like, look, I like that you're 6 months in and you already have like a specific idea as to what your collection's going to be in the beginning. And it's
Set
okay if
goal.
it changes. Yeah, you're like, look, I just want the stuff I had as a kid. And,
But to be fair, my collection, or call it a collection, like very quickly evolved. You know, I was, you know, I think I bought a few sort of Hasbro figures, combiner figures, like I mentioned. But yeah, like I said, it quickly evolves. I kind of quickly found out what I liked and what I appreciated. And it's funny now, I still have a few Hasbro figures, but they're the sort of figures I don't mind my 3-year-old kid playing with, you know. So he's got a bit of a taste for it. And I remember, so I'm just going to tell you a bit of a story now. My kid normally gets up quite early with my wife, and I got up quite late, and I heard this click, 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 click. And the day before, I got Ratchet through the post. Now it was up on the shelf, but my wife didn't know any better, and I came in the living room and I found my kid with Ratchet with his arm out like this, and I was just like, this. No! Yeah, it was literally, no, what are you doing? You know, grabbed it from him. He's crying, doesn't understand what's going on. You know, there's more paint bloody came off the thing. Yeah, so, but he understands now. Like mine are on the shelf, and his on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
I think majority, if not all of us, started collecting with wanting what we wanted as kids, and the collections kind of just evolved from there, man.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And now, Tom,
I had a couple side bitches.
That's what I was gonna say. I was bringing it back to your side bitches.
So I got a few side bitches because you gotta have a few, right? So I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I collect those, but I'm pretty much done. There's a lot of those. What are they called? This 5-inch figures or whatever they are, 4.5-inch. I just got the basic characters. There's all these other ones that came out, and this fucking lizard dudes and shit. I gotta know those fucking guys. I like the original characters. So I did that. That's finished. I'm not even gonna collect that anymore. I got a lot of Batman stuff, and then I got a lot of Kylo Ren. I collect only Kylo Ren for Star Wars and TIE Fighters. So I got a couple TIE Fighters.
Yeah, TIE Fighters are
amazing. They're fucking big. I got 2.
Now, Tom, wait a minute. Let me tell you quick. Do you run through the apartment going, making a noise? Everybody has their own version of the TIE Fighter noise. Or here.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
I'm sure you ran around that apartment with that fucking TIE Fighter, as big as it was. Say, shout out to your daughter, Janae. He was like, Janae, check this out.
Yeah, I love those TIE Fighters, man. I like that. But for Star Wars, I only collect the Kylo Ren, so I got a whole bunch of fucking Kylo Ren shit, man. I like 20 Kylo Rens, man, from all different types of lines and stuff like that. Pops, Sega Genesis, one that I got there, fucking cool. But my other big one collection I have is my Marvel Legends, which are all in those tubs. You can see all the way from the bottom to the top. They're packed. So I got 150 Marvel Legends. I haven't even opened yet. So
wow, you need another fucking room.
I know. I do.
Wow.
But if I can unload a lot of my Transformers that I don't want anymore, I'll have more room, right?
You'll have room, yeah. That's a tough decision, man.
Are those Marvel Legends opened or not yet? You're just keeping them stored. You haven't opened them?
They're not open. They're stored in there. I mean, one day I might do it, like open them, but not yet. You know what I mean? Because I pretty much got all of them since the Marvel Legends return. So that was like 2011, up to date. But I'm still trying to finish the Epic Heroes line. There was that Epic Heroes line. It's got Deadpool and those guys. Those are hard to fucking find, man. I should have bought those when they first came out, and I kicked myself in the ass for not, because they're expensive, man. Holy fuck. So, but yeah, I got a lot of them. So 150 of them there.
Well, you're putting the word on the street, so any of the R.O.C. fam that's watching right now, look a brother up.
Yeah, there was a Deadpool for that one too. That line. And so I got a couple. I got like Iron Man, the Captain America. I got the Wolverine, but I think I'm gonna have 4 more to go for that line. So, but those are my side bitches.
So how is your collecting scene over there?
Nice.
Collecting scene, you know what? I mean, the store, like when I'm going to the stores, it's pretty dry. I think that's like you were saying, it's everywhere. It's pretty dry. there's a couple of conventions and stuff like that are like in the city, but they're just not exciting enough for me to go to. It's the same people, it's the same guys, it's the same table. It's just a different location.
Yeah, yeah.
Same shit, different pile, right? So
Same
and
overpriced
pricing
shit.
wise, yeah, pricing wise, it's really bad. I mean, like some of these guys just I don't know, man. I don't know what they're smoking, man. They're smoking some pretty bad shit. Because like I walk in and then I'll be like, really, is that how much you're selling that for Takara? So they know.
Yeah, it's like what I said. We all have
Shockwave. Are you serious?
we all have these in our hands now, and when I usually go to a show, I'll take in consideration shipping and the fact that I'm walking out with it right there. I don't have to wait.
Right.
If I'm comfortable with that price and it's around what the guy wants, I'll do it. If I can knock $4 or $5 off, I'll ask him to knock $4 or $5 off. But if he's like $15, $20 off the mark, walk on by, baby. Just walk on by, you know.
Yeah. It's just really frustrating because like we know like prices on these figures and stuff like that, and then I see some of the younger collectors that are moving up like in my city, and you know like they're like feeding on these guys, right? And it's not right. So I speak my mind, and then when I speak my mind, I get kicked out of their groups.
Yeah, but I mean that's a learning curve though too. I mean, I know I overpaid for figures in the beginning, just not really knowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's
I do.
kind of par for the course. And I'm guilty of this also, but what I think is even worse is people that are selling figures way lower. And I'm totally guilty of this, but just because sometimes you need to sell it, but that just drives the market down. Once you see somebody sell like a $150 figure for $90, it's like, dude, unless it's that one-time thing, then everybody starts to like. Perfect example is when like Takara announces they're going to make something. This is the Make Toys one, like Make Toys Inferno. Takara's going to make an Inferno. Then everybody dumped their Make Toys, rightfully so, but they started lowering the prices so much that now that figure's not worth that much anymore.
125, then it was 115.
And
Then it's 100, and then now you see a couple people, and
it's just
anybody that needs one, hit up Tyler. Tyler from
I think he sold it already.
He sold it. He had it for 90,
which is a steal. That's a steal for that.
I saw a gun dog with no box, had a box but no tray for $60.
Yeah, that's a steal. That's a shame and a steal. So
I mean, no, go ahead.
No, I was saying that's the thing. You know what I mean? And I know that everybody we got to do what we have to do to sell, but like that's the one. That's the most negative.
It kills the market. It really does. And that's
but
what
not everything's like that. The Takara is the only thing that's not like that. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying all those old school chugs that everybody has. That I have a bunch that are old generations that are still carded, like Blur and all these like $20, $30 figures at the time. I'm lucky to get 20 shipped for them now. You know.
Right.
The market just fucking dropped.
Well, it's like this. Like that's. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, but there's a point of more, like, people want to make some money on some of their figures, you know what I mean? Some of the guys are selling out there. I get it. But, like, mark it up, and so it's reasonable, but sometimes, dude, like my city's bad, man. Like, these guys will mark that shit up so ridiculous. Like, MP29 Shockwave, $300. Canadian. Like, that's crazy, And I have to say
what's that
something.
UK money? UK money. You know.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
What's that?
I'm trying to get a rough idea of what maybe I should be paying for something like that.
We overpay here.
What are you looking at? A conversion from Canadian to?
To
well,
UK.
there's a little box that's called the internet that we all connect to.
Yeah, that's very true. I thought someone might know.
Sarcasm.
Top of the head, yeah.
Well, I think retail it was what 160 American, right? Wasn't it around there? 150, 160 for you guys? Yeah, the Shockwave.
I'm sorry, not Shockwave or Soundwave.
For Shockwave, maybe 29.
No, it was one.
Excuse me, Laser Wave.
Yeah. Or Laser Wave. Yeah.
I don't want to get aced. We don't want to get Ace Milo up in here.
Yeah, it's about 160 or so, right? So that's.
But Canadian dollar is like 60.
That's about 200 Canadian retail. But like I'm saying, when I go to these conventions, I see 300 Canadian. Like they'll mark it $100. Like
that much?
Yeah, they do, dude. Like it's ridiculous. So there's only one guy in my city that I have respect for, and his name is Carlo, EvoCar 5000 on Instagram. He's the only guy that I would probably go to buy. Anybody else, I just don't. And then. Out of Canada, I go to Hanny, agabus.com, Crashbox Toys, Chris Bickerton. That's me up too.
The bunker too.
And then Tony from 215 Toys. That's about it. That's about it. I get stuff from.
But yeah, I don't know if any of those guys ship internationally, but it'd be good to know. They're good dudes.
Yeah, they do. Agabus I've bought from.
Oh, okay. Is
And
it
that
pretty high?
295.
How is his shipping rates? Is it fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He doesn't overcharge at all. He's fine.
Yeah.
And it's like if I can the Make Toys, the Defensor the Streetwise figure. I couldn't find that in UK, and he's got it to me shipped for pretty much what retail was in UK, so that's good.
You don't pay any import tax or anything like that. It's just.
I paid import tax for a fucking gift today. It's stupid.
Yeah, I just found out yesterday that BBTS charges me tax just because of the state of it.
Yeah,
It's fucking great. I had no idea. I was like, how's it when
Got
pay
him!
tax and I'm paying tax?
Yow, got him.
It's all right. It happens.
But
I
that's
pay. Sorry, go on.
no, I'm
go
saying
ahead.
that's a good question. Like, you guys being over there, it's like you on top of just basic shipping, you have your import taxes and all that stuff. How much could that run? Is that really killing you? Is that destroying any type of deal? Do you rather try to find it? Is there from someone that's in-house? Do you still have to who'd you say that was local, Cody, that you buy from?
Kapow, right? Is that what you
Kapow,
said?
yeah, Kapow. He's local. Now, do you have to pay? There's of course, no import tax on that. But is his prices fair enough where it balances out for you?
I've bought from Kapow before, and I think compared to other resellers, it's pretty reasonable. So. Cool.
No, so I know because I was talking to them at the weekend because I was with one of the guys that runs Kapow at the weekend because there was a little convention called R.O.C. in London, and they were then. I was talking to him about it, and they all tend to charge the same in the UK. The Inferno MP Inferno.
Right.
He's going to be £110 in UK shipped, which is about $170. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on the rate, I guess, because it's all fucking changing.
I paid one. It was for Ramjet and Dust Will Laugh. It was £150, which works out about $210, $220.
$219.
Yeah, that's
$99.
Yeah.
$219. 90.
Yeah.
Shit's
There
embedded
you
in
go.
my head, man.
I do it right for you, right there. You're getting it live right now, Sam. Sam, you're getting it right now. 219.99 pounds. Pounds. I got to throw that pounds.
Hey, you guys, I got to interrupt. I have to jet, so I have some plans with my pops. I don't get to hang out with my pops too much, so I just want to say thanks to you guys for coming in here. You guys are going to continue with Dust Mites and Just Cure, and I just want to say, hey, it's nice to see a face with names now with you guys. So
Yeah, man. Definitely. Good to meet you, man.
it's awesome.
You too, man.
Guys, take care. Peace.
Yeah.
Awesome, Tommy. Have a
Love and
great time,
relax.
brother.
Love and relax.
Have a good time, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. See you guys later.
Yeah.
So I want to know with you guys just about how, I mean, we asked this during our 1 year show, and I know, Cody, we got your answer, but we'll get it again. How'd you guys find the R.O.C.? I'll just start with, I'm going to just go down from left to right on my
toilet.
Yeah. So Snarlix, you're first. You were on the toilet when you found it?
Yeah, no. It was what I was talking about earlier when I was having my sort of moments at home looking for my old toys, and I think I was I think I was talking to Tentacles about something or another, and I happened to mention to him, do you know where I can source a Jetfire from, G1 Jetfire, for a reasonable price? And he was like, well, I don't know, but I'll send you some links to some people that might know. One of which was your man. Got his bloody name now, sorry. Ace. Yeah,
Oh,
Ace.
Ace, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a conversation with him, and he said, look, come over to Facebook. At the time, I didn't have a Facebook account. So I joined Facebook. to join your group, and that was it. Really. And since then, you know, you've been really helpful. I've spent a bloody lot of money. So.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Real fast before we go any further, we got an echo. We got
some echo going on here.
It started out a little, but now it's All right, so Dust, I'm gonna have you one by one. Just mute everybody.
I don't want. I'm afraid if I mute them, they're gonna.
Oh, all right. And one by one, everybody.
You gotta mute yourselves.
Snarlix, mute yourself. Go up to the top. You'll see the microphone with the flash through it.
You guys gotta remember, Tommy dipped out, so it fucks up the whole connection.
All right,
you're good.
All right. Ish.
Oh boy, we're gonna find who it is.
There we go. It's Ish.
Oh, it's Ish. Got him. So either just lower, if you're listening to it through your speakers, either lower that or just use your headset. You got to unmute yourself first, buddy.
Are you there? All right.
Yeah, is it better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Oh, much better, brother.
That's way better.
Can you hear us?
It's a little bit, but it's good.
Yeah, it's doable. Sorry about that, guys. We don't fuck around with echoes here on the show.
It's all right. Listen, it happens. You guys are no different than us. We got sound problems. We got to fix it.
Somebody bounced
Cody
out.
just dropped out.
Cody just dropped.
But so through Tentacles, shout out to Tentacles. He put you in touch with Ace, and then kind of just opened it. Once you got the Facebook, it just
hold on. Let's talk about where the fuck is Tentacles tonight.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. He knows it's happening.
We all have to sit down and have a little intervention with this dude.
He's
we got to get him on the show. Yeah, he definitely is.
He's trying to remain mysterious. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think he's trying to keep that whole fucking vibe up. It's all good.
Yeah, it's a good vibe.
Shout out to that dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, definitely. And he's someone else who takes a good pick.
Yo, he's he's getting better every day, man.
That's someone else who's especially like that dude to me was really good. Just taking these picks, and then like over the past 2 or 3 months, they've gotten insanely good.
He just stepped it up.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, it just clicked, and that dude's photos are just on fire.
He's doing the aerial stuff. He's got the flying now. He's doing effects. Oh yeah, it's really good.
And
the quality of it is so good.
What I like about him as well, he's not afraid to tell you how exactly he got to that point as well.
Yeah.
You know, he'll post pictures of, you know, sticks holding, you know, something up and something else. You know, it's good. Yeah, photos are wicked.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I think is the key, man. Anybody that's trying to keep shit a secret, like, come on, man. These tools are to be shared. Just because somebody knows that you used a fucking twig that you found on the ground doesn't mean you're giving away a secret. You know what I mean? It's like, So I don't know. That's what I have to say about the photos. But right on. Yeah. So cool. Well, again, welcome. We're glad that you found us. We're glad that you're here. But Ish, tell me, how did you find the R.O.C.?
Yeah, I actually found R.O.C. from I was originally from the relevant cliques. You know, I think some of you may know. So from there, this was stopping, that was stopping. So yeah, I think it was Rolling Steel actually said that they have a new community and all that, R.O.C. Realm Collector. So got me over, and I started checking it out, and yeah, man, loving it ever since, man.
Oh, nice.
Great community.
So you've been around for a while. I mean, you were around for the beginning of R.O.C. then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And see, that's what's crazy. I mean, especially being international, because our time differences, it's hard to interact. You know what I mean? So, that's cool to know. I didn't know that. You've been around longer than I have, dude. Yeah. That's cool. All right, Cody. What about you?
How I found you?
Yeah, how you found the R.O.C. I think you're cutting out again.
Maybe he just doesn't want to answer.
Can you hear me now?
No, kind of. Go ahead and talk again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm here. Okay.
All right.
I said I was on a dating website and you was on the side, but the joke's spoiled now because it.
That worked.
But anyhow, no. It's when you guys shared my photo, and I got I think it was Dan Plastic Crack or something, maybe tagged me or someone like that. I think I already spoke to some dude and I didn't realise what it was, and then someone told me about it and I checked out the show and said thanks for sharing it, and then he was all pretty welcoming and then invited me on the show and stuff. So
well, how did you find the R.O.C? How did you find it just to even hashtag the photo? I mean, just stumbling through, just looking at other photos.
Oh, I think Emily. I think she used I asked her about when I first started doing my photos, because I only did them. I think I started about a year ago. I just said what's some good hashtags, so I didn't actually know what it was. She just gave me a list, so I must have been tagging them and not even knowing who you guys were, to be honest.
That's all right. It's cool. Look at that.
And then
that's how it goes.
Shout out to
and then I met you obviously through YouTube. Yeah, the Forge.
Right.
She's a cool girl.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Word. Right. And Sam, what about you?
I'm pretty sure I found Bobby's channel, started watching his reviews, and I think he mentioned you in one video, and I just thought, oh, what was that? And just then went from there, Googled it, found your channel, and then went from there, really.
Sure that was the only video you were watching, Sam?
Pardon?
Are you sure that was the only video you were watching?
Maybe. Yeah. So I started watching Bobby's reviews a lot, and he's mentioned you a few, or had, and that's how it started for me. And then I had an Instagram account but never used it, so I then started branching into that. And then, yeah, you start watching the Hangouts, and Tuesdays I catch up with the show and the Hangout on Tuesdays at work, so
right.
That's normally quite a good morning.
Yeah, I normally watch it in the morning on the way to work as well.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Are you guys watching it on YouTube, or are you just listening to the audio on iTunes?
I watch it through YouTube. And just minimize it at work and just listen to it. And if it's anything, say the figure banging one, I might watch a bit of it if it's on and off. But I generally just
something for visual. If there's something you need visually, you'll just pop in.
Yeah, I can just flick it in on and off and have a look. But yeah, generally I just listen to it. But,
yeah. That's a balance that we're trying to find with the YouTube and the iTunes.
Yeah.
I'll always Facebook it. I like to see a face,
yeah.
That's just me.
Right. Yeah, and that's what we like, being that we are a live video podcast, is to like give the viewer something to watch.
Yeah.
You're trying to entertain.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard. It's tough.
I like seeing all your masterpiece figures and things in the background.
Yeah, no, that's honestly like, especially
eye candy there.
When I first started, like that was the one thing, is to look like, especially before we even had the show and we were just doing these hangouts like this, to look, and I'm like, Jesus, like look at these fucking figures. And sometimes you don't even know that some are even out there. I'm like, dude, what's that figure right back there?
You're like, I got to step my fucking game up.
And then it seems like just overnight. I mean, I know it hasn't, but it's been like, shit, in October it'll be 2 years, dude. That's nuts.
Yeah.
2 years that I've been apart, but like, that's to see how much. My door's open, so I gotta whisper. But to see how much this has grown into. I'm just kidding.
But
yeah,
$50 you spent.
Yeah, dude.
I just took a quick video for the homie Midichlorian, Cobra Law. He's trying to get into Transformers again. I took a quick video of one shelf I had, and I was like, yeah, that's about 2 Gs.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's about 2 Gs right there. That's what I spent. What I could make on it might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit under, but that's about basically a 2G shelf.
Yeah, just to see how it goes.
One shelf.
Yeah.
It's scary. My mum was around the other day, and she knows all the characters from when I was younger, because she would watch it as well. And I sort of pointed out how much some of them cost, and yeah, jaw hit the floor.
Yeah. Now, did you guys all watch Transformers as a kid? I mean, is that how you kind of fell in love with it, or is this something you discovered later on in life?
Yeah, I was
as a kid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it all on video from boot sales when I used to go there. My mum and dad used to buy them for me, and that's how I got into the figures.
That's good. I mean, did your parents, like, this just something that they were like, oh, you just might like this? Like, it's kind of a...
No, I think I just liked, from when I was a kid, I liked anything. I've always liked things that you can play with that actually did something. So like I was always into Lego and like Connect. Did you have Connects over in?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we had Connects.
Yeah, so anything that was like either robotic or like play, like you could mess about with it. I always liked.
The old guys gonna say shout out to Capsella. Anybody that remembers Capsella, Silver Age is shouting out Capsella right now.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh
No.
God, Google that shit.
I can remember vividly being given the movie, the cartoon movie, by my parents and watching it at home, and just thinking it was the best thing ever. Still is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what started me off. On my way to school, I used to knock for a friend, and it's normally about half an hour before we left to go to school. And he said, "Look, man, look at this shit I've got." And he put the movie on. We started watching it. Half hour in, I was just like, "Man, this is crazy. This is wicked. This is awesome." But
Like,
I was about God, how old
20.
was I? I was about 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
but I only watched half an hour, and I thought about it all day. Fortunately he'd already seen it, so he lent me it, and I swear for about a month I was playing it every day. From there I started to go. I sort of backtracked and started watching sort of the season 1 and 2 and stuff, and that's kind of how I got into it really. And
Like that's
that's
one of my favorite. One of my favorite feelings is like just discovering something and just being like so like I gotta just, whether it's music or even just a figure that's so awesome. Like, dude, I just gotta fucking mess
Yeah.
with this thing forever, or hear this again, or see this again. Like that feeling to me is what keeps me collecting. Just because it's like I had that feeling as a kid, and then as an adult, when you find like for lack of a better word, a masterpiece representation of something you had as a kid, and it just blows your mind again. I mean, that shit's awesome.
Yeah, well, if
I
it's
got-
not fun, there's no point.
Yeah,
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
So I wanted to.
Yeah, the girl actually. I'm sorry.
No. Go right ahead, dude.
No, I was going to say, I got that backdraft and I had them issues. The girl that designed it actually messaged me because I spoke to her before because I was looking into designing some Transformers, but then I gave up because it's well hard. But she had seen, I think she had seen. Oh no, I messaged her, sorry, because I saw her on a forum post that she felt sorry for people that had bought it because obviously it's got her name to it because she designed it. And I just messaged her saying it's really not that bad. It's just a few paint issues, and she said it was just a new factory they used.
Yeah, that's not a design issue, right?
Nah, it's not a
No,
design.
no.
It's just a factory where it's made.
Yeah.
It's really not that. It's not that bad either. Like I messaged them, and apparently there's just a new factory they tried to use, and that's where the issue lies.
Right. Now,
So you know what? You had to go right to designer and fucking blast her about your fucking paint.
I didn't blast her.
Or you just trying to lay some pipe? What are you doing there, buddy?
Is she?
No,
She's
really.
Australian, right? The designer.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on one of the forums. She was just saying sorry to everyone. I just messaged her saying you don't need to be sorry.
You don't need to
You
be
need to be
sorry, but your
sorry,
paint sucks.
Yeah.
So what
Sorry, but hey, my name's Codimus.
Hey, check me out on Tinder and dating sites under.
Ish
Hey,
has that
that's
Barry
sweet,
White
man.
voice.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably good
Yeah.
to hear Ish not like whispering because all the time we had him on, he was. I remember I think the first time you popped on in an R.O.C. Hangout, you were at work
I remember this.
Yep.
at your workstation, and you were like, "I gotta be really quiet because if the boss sees me, I'm gonna do." And you were talking to us, and I'm like, "All right, this dude's he's across the world. He speaks great English. Yeah, he's mumbling, but holy shit, he's holding a conversation with us at work. When the bosses are watching, so
Right.
it's really cool to have you here now, man.
Well, let me ask this one more question. Just going through, I just want to know what your favorite character is. Transformer character. And again, I'll start with you. I'm just going to go left to right from my screen on the bottom. So again, Snarlex, you go first.
I don't know. It's a toss-up between Grimlock and Jetfire. Probably Jetfire because for me, that was the toy that I prized the most as a
Right.
kid. So that's probably got a deeper place in my heart than maybe Grimlock. But yeah, I think
And
that's
that
it.
was a toy, especially the G1, because it was nothing like especially
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well-
Robotech. It was nothing like any of the other Transformers, and it was really crazy looking.
Well, we
Yeah.
all know that it was supposed to look like that.
Right. But it was just, yeah. If you didn't know anything about Robotech 2 as a kid, I mean, that's kind of like
Yeah.
something about it.
I mean,
About that.
we didn't know about licensing laws and how things
Right.
changed when we were kids watching the show. We were just like, hey, there's Skyfire. What the fuck is that thing? But then you saw Robotech, which came out around close to the, and you're like, oh, I'll buy it because it looks like Robotech and it's Skyfire. You know what I mean? There was the connection, and I think that's why that figure is so well sought after.
Yeah, I mean, compared to other Transformers I've owned, there was die cast in it, you know.
Yeah.
Which was something different, and it had that weight. It just had a bit more. It had a bit more presence than anything else I had, and although it was different to the cartoon, but I was young. I didn't care. It was a great figure, and I loved it. I played with it. It was.
Back in the day, it was metal. We didn't
It
say
was,
die.
yeah.
We didn't know what the
Well,
fuck was
okay.
diecast. It's metal. It's got metal.
It was lead.
Look, it's metal.
Copper.
You throw it at your brother's head and it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ish, let me just take a stab at what your favorite one was. Let's guess.
My favorite one, let me think. It's a toss-up between Grimlock and Grimlock. Yeah, man. To me, it was the perfect marriage, man. Being a guy, you like robots. Being a guy, I like dinosaurs. So a robot dinosaur was like a no-brainer, man. It was perfect, man. To me, it was just mwah,
Right. And
Yeah,
how
and
many
until now,
Grimlock representations do you own?
not enough. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 13 Grimlocks, right? Missing still about 2 or 3.
Right.
And then, if you think about the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, alternate would be 14, 15, 16. So I've got 16 T-Rexes.
So it's 16 Tyrannosaurus Rex that transform.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. You need to do a shelf life video of just all your Grimlocks, similar to Brian Brink said he just did of all his primes.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Eddie and Tommy has been getting me, because I just installed all the lights a few months back and all that. So, yeah, we're gonna do that soon, right?
Yeah, nice.
Let's get that out there, man. Let's get the whole family to see that shit.
All right, Cody, what's up? What's your favorite character?
I think from the cartoon it was probably Soundwave.
Nice.
And then in the figure, Metroplex, because it's just the one I remember having most as a kid, because I used to like the Micromasters as a kid for some reason, just because they were fun to play with. So I used to play with them with Metroplex.
So you're all in on this.
Soundwave's my problem.
You're all in on the Titan Wars stuff, right? Or Titan Returns? Isn't it bringing you back to the little micro figures? Come on, man, you're bringing it back.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the Iron Factory.
He's gonna have the bases out, playing with his little headmaster guys.
Yeah.
So are you in for that?
Got them already. Yeah, I've got the Takara one coming. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You've already got it on the way.
Well, not on the way, but you know.
Oh. You know.
It's on pre-order.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Soundwave though overall was my favourite character. I just liked his voice and stuff. Well, yeah, his voice.
His voice, and this said he had the cassettes, was fucking cool. Yeah.
I just liked as well that he was like something different. He wasn't just a car, and it was a bit crazy, pretty random. He wasn't really a very useful alt mode, I guess.
Yeah, no, none whatsoever.
I've recently just watched Headmasters, the Japanese.
I couldn't do it.
Dubs. And yeah.
Oh, the dubs! You did it. Oh, the dubs are
Is that
great.
the only Japanese video you were watching?
The dubs are great.
No, and
Optimus Prime?
his voice on that is terrible. It's awful.
New Soundwave, come here!
I can't watch I can't watch that.
The dubs are great,
Yeah,
man.
I'd rather just see the subtitles. Even then,
watch the dubs than watch the subs, but definitely give the dubs a run because it's really funny, man. Especially if you like old school kung fu flicks, man. You're the Shaw Brothers, the Five Deadly Venoms, the
It's just not the voice.
It's
the voices just aren't evil enough. Like if you're a villain, like Galvatron should have a manly voice.
That's not evil enough.
Manly enough. No, it's not.
Just come here. Come here.
Talking about all the dubs and all that, right? For about a few months, I actually did some part-time work as a freelance sound artist, kind of doing the dubs, the voices and all that. And it was for this. I don't know if you guys know this. It's for this anime called Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Full Metal.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so it was a local. I don't know why they needed to do a local dub of it. It's still English. Yeah. So yeah, it was crazy, man. Put me in a room and a screen and I had a script and all that. And you really look stupid because if the character is jumping, you can't just go you have to jump
Right.
because then it sounds more realistic.
Yeah.
And so when the character's jumping or crouching or lying down, here you are crouching, jumping, and lying down, and you look no, I look like a proper idiot.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? I think these guys, when they did the dubs, star dubs, the infamous Philippine dubs, I don't think anybody was doing anything but sitting down in a chair on those.
Yeah.
On those. And
Dude, you should do more of that. I would love to have that job.
Yeah, man, and the best thing is we weren't very well paid, but it was fun, and the funniest thing was when we had to do crowd scenes, when they were like, okay, can you do a female voice? Okay, they will record it, and okay, can you do a small kid's voice? And they will record it, and like, okay, can you do old man? So, when I watch cartoons and all that, it's like that crowd is most probably just one guy, and they want
all
to
layered on
Right,
top of
right,
each
right.
other. Yeah, yeah,
they
layers.
were like,
Oh, look
it's
at
like
that over there.
yeah, and it was real funny, man. It was just it could be a crowd of 50 people, but it's just one dude.
I
It's
got two characters. Brooklyn guy and drinking Brooklyn guy. Those are the two guys that I got. So
Drunk
I'm
or
down.
smoking?
Anybody hit me up? I'm accepting jobs.
You need a beer drinker in the background. You call Dust.
Yeah, gold dust. Yeah.
So Sam, what about you, man? What's your favorite character?
Toy-wise, I'd say the G1 Prime is the one I can remember playing the most with. Cartoon, I've always liked Devastator as a character. I thought he was
Yeah.
always cool.
Fuck yeah.
I was gonna say-
Starscream, yeah. I feel the same about Jetfire because I never had it as a kid. I can remember friends of mine having it, and I always wanted it. So when I was able to buy it now, that one is the sort of when I look at it now because I never had it as a kid. But I'd say Devastator was one of the coolest characters. I think.
Well, shout out to Kronos.
Yeah. Cronus is good. All right, and I think I don't know, Dust. Do you have any other questions?
No, that's it. That's pretty much it, man. I think we guys we went about an hour and a half here.
Hey, man, I got one question.
Oh
man.
yeah, sure.
I'm sure you guys can agree with me. The communities, we've got male, female, and we've got dudes. We've got dudes like Jisk and Tommy who, look like they would kick your ass and then take your toys.
That's right.
I mean, especially Tommy, man. When I first saw him on Instagram, I was like, what the fuck is does he is he a transformer? So, no, I just want to know, man, what do you guys do for a living, man? What do you guys do for work?
Oh, you want to know what me and Dust? I'll let you go first.
I'm
about to floor the community.
I may have to mute this, but no. I actually work in a grocery retail. I'm a grocery retail management.
Okay.
As fucked up as that seems. I've been in retail maybe almost fucking 15 years. I worked for a long time with the big W here in the U.S., Walmart, and then I moved into the grocery industry. Beforehand, I was a car detailer. I detailed cars for about 10 years. I wanted to start my own shop, but then shit changed in my life, and I had to focus on something different. So, that's me.
Transformers.
Yeah, well, yeah. Then again, I started collecting in the late 2012. So, 13. Probably early 13. I would say, but probably be more into it. But that's me.
I mean, just what do you do, man?
So, what I do now is not what I did before. What I did was I was an insurance adjuster, so I processed car accidents. If you had a car accident and stuff like that, I would be the adjuster of the insurance. I would handle all the insurance for that. But now I am a stay-at-home dad.
Okay.
Baller! Look at him doing a dance.
No, it's yeah. I just with our lives got kind of hectic, and my wife made way more money than I did even when I was working. So I've got two small kids.
Yeah, I would say between daycare and all that stuff.
Oh, dude, like my paychecks are just going strictly to paying daycare.
Yeah, so why not have someone home that's gonna fucking pay attention to your kids, you know?
And then so since I've been here, like I'll do some graphics work on the side, like I try and do art and stuff like that, but it's mostly just fucking making PB and J's and beds. That's it.
Cool, man. Cool, man.
That's
No,
peanut butter and
what
jelly
do you do?
for-
That's it was definitely a flip. One of the guys asked us a question. Wow.
I know. I was like, oh.
Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, I fly airplanes. Made something up.
I'm a helicopter pilot.
No, what do you do, man?
Yeah. What's up?
Sorry.
Snarl. Hello,
Oh
Snarl.
yeah. A bit like Jisk, I studied at uni. I studied graphic design, but I halfway through the course I gave it up. Certain things was happening in my life at the time, so I ended up falling into sort of steel fabrication, and I've been doing that for about 15, 20 years, and I've actually just had a promotion, so I'm now jobs manager. So I'm in charge of costing,
Baller!
costing, designing, all these things. Yeah, I've taken on a lot more stress, but you have to do these things. Don't you?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Exactly. So yeah, and the graphics thing, I do a bit that on the side. I'm trying to get back into that. It's more of a hobby thing. I'm trying to get my head around Photoshop, Illustrator, stuff like that. But yeah, that's just as a hobby, And if that takes off, then brilliant. But if it doesn't, I've now got this role in my current employer, and yeah, that's it really.
Cool, man. Cody, what do you do, man?
I'm a stripper.
Get your clothes off.
No.
And introducing Codimus.
No. I'm a tattoo artist.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that,
tattoo
man?
people and hurt them on a daily basis. I've been coming up to nearly 4 years tattooing now, from full time. Been there about 5 years at the shop as an apprentice, isn't it?
Have you ever had a person that couldn't handle the pain and just never got the tattoo finished?
Oh, loads of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
I
happens all
figured,
the
like,
time.
no. And
My
they don't finish. They
girlfriend
walk
didn't-
out with like
my
half a tattoo.
Yeah, my girlfriend didn't finish her tattoo the other week, so. And we finished and proceed out as well, so.
But they come back to finish though. It's not like they never come back ever.
Eventually, I had one girl start a tattoo, and then she decided that it was going to cost too much, and she never finished it, which is really odd because I told her how much it would be before she started it.
Right. Listen, this is for anybody out there. Tattoos.
She
good
tried-
tattoos are expensive. Like you're gonna spend some.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah,
It's
I got $60. I get no.
That's good. You can keep it.
I got one on my body, and it cost me $300, and it was 3 sessions. So it was for my mom who passed away, and it's just like I've never reached another plateau in my life, or something happened to me that I felt like I needed to do something else.
Well,
I got my back tattoo cost.
All right, let's not get into what tattoos do you have?
I mean, Sam, what do you do, man? Are you a stripper too?
My one.
Yes. No,
Making it go.
graphics and communications. I run all the outbound communications for the company I work for, which could be anything from brochures to the website to email marketing to everything like that, really. So I spend a lot of days on InDesign and Photoshop and website creation, really. It's good. It's good. We run everything we do in 6 languages, so it's a heck of a lot of work.
oh, geez, I bet.
We have an office in Milwaukee, France, Hong Kong, Germany. I've just been doing Japanese translation this week, so that was highly entertaining.
Do you speak Japanese?
No, but we have it translated for me, and I have to then lay it
Translate.
out.
They use Google Translate. No, just kidding.
Yeah. We use a translation company, and customers in the countries do it for us if we need it. But it's quite difficult to lay out because of not knowing what any of it means. I'm attempting to learn Spanish at the moment, so we do a lot of Spanish translations as well.
Senor.
It's but it's good. It's varied. I do a lot of different things, so it's good.
What about you, Ish? What do you do?
I'm
throwing
a
it
male
back at
model
him.
by day.
Yep.
A male model by day, porn star by night. On the weekends, I do some nude modeling.
Shout out to Ish's barber,
Yeah.
the blind guy down the street.
Yeah, do you want me to shoot him for you?
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, I'm a IT engineer. I'm working not directly with Microsoft, but yeah, they got projects and all for us and all that. So yeah, I'm an IT geek. I've been doing it for about 10 years.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yep.
Well,
It's
dude,
fun. It's good. Pays the bills.
thank you guys for all just jumping in here and just chatting it up. I'm glad that
That's
I'm
been
glad
cool.
that we're able to talk to you guys. It's like the dudes that I normally talk to on the Hangouts are these guys have become seriously like my best friends, and so it's like, and the only person I've ever met face to face was Jose, and that was the other day because he happened to come into my state. But it's so to have you guys come along too, and then just to be able to meet more people like it's awesome. So I appreciate that you guys are willing just to come and hang out, and that we can make the time to hang out with you guys. And
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I just feel always bad that we have our set times for the hangouts, and it's always times where you guys are fucking in bed, getting ready for next day, and I'm sorry for that. So we're trying to make times for this, and I really appreciate. I've been trying to do this for almost a year now. Every vacation, who's available, who wants to do it, and we finally got a little handful of people. So now this is going to kick me in the ass to say, hey man, it's Thursday 5 o'clock. I get off work at 4. I'll be home 5 o'clock. We can do it 5:30.
Yeah.
If this is something that you guys are cool with, this is something we could do a little bit more often. I know Ish. I know it's 5 a.m. I'm not saying you have to be there all the time, but maybe this is something that, on the R.O.C. side, and our media side, we could try to do a little bit more often. And get you guys
to work in 45 minutes.
yeah, I was gonna say, Ish, do you have to go to work?
In 45. It's now 6:34. I gotta go get ready at about 7:15.
All right, so you got some time. All right, cool, man.
I could watch some videos.
But, I really appreciate it, man, and I'm hopefully this will open up the door for more of our international members to be like, hey, man, that was great. I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
All it takes is that first time, man. That's what the first thing we did. The first hangout that we did was unbroadcasted, and then
that's the thing. They don't all have to be broadcasted. We just want to broadcast it, so like the rest of the community can get to know you guys also. You know what I mean?
And then plus you guys could feel like you're part of this media event we're doing.
Nice, cool.
Dust, you want to run through the chat?
Yeah, let me run through the chat.
A lot of people.
It's chat time. Yeah, I'm trying to go all the way back. Normally we would like to. I'm just gonna go. Knights of Friend is here. Masterpiece Shitpiece. What's up, Bram? Tiger Tracks. Chris Pinkerton popped in. Said, "What's up, Jackals?" Harvey __ Dent. He's saying that it was 5:01 and we were late. And of course, just came in. I'm kicking you out, Dan. Did you kick him out? You should have.
No, I didn't.
Fuck.
At least we're here to the end.
And
At least we're here to the end of the show, though.
Yeah. Oh! Shots fired! Oh my God! Anna's in the chat. What's up, Anna? Tiger Tracks. Chris Gardner. Sunday Heat Collection. What's up, my man? Jane Victory 77. Saber 77. You guys might know him. He's a small-time, up-and-coming YouTube
I think
reviewer.
Dust hit that beer layer.
Yeah, well, it's catching up to me. Super early. Jisk is in there. How could Jisk be at two places at one time? Like a bad rash. Scrolling through, they're all just talking. Not many questions. I think we covered a lot of questions because we were monitoring the chat as we went.
Anyone that I saw, I tried to.
Yeah, that same thing here. I was trying to find. David L. is in there. I don't want to give out your last government name. Tron Viper's in the house. What's up, my man? Ironhide.
Just wondering, do you guys know if we have any members in Africa or something?
No, not
Not
yet.
that I know of. Not that have come forward.
I mean, we've got North America, we've got Europe, we've got Asia,
We've got Australia.
we've got Australia. Yeah,
Yeah.
one territory left to conquer, man.
That's it. And it's like world domination.
Yep.
Matt Ellis is in there. KJ Smith. And
Jose.
yeah, that's pretty much about it. You know, the Jackals are in the
Jose
house.
popped in.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Last one.
Just
That's all.
popped in.
This is awesome, guys. Well, welcome to the show.
All right, so let's do this. Let's go. We'll go through one by one. Just tell everybody where they can find you. You know, on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, or Twitter if you're into that kind of thing. And Snarlex, we'll start with you. Just tell them where you're at.
Okay, on Facebook, you can find me at Snarlex Lewis. On Instagram, on the gram, you can find me as _force_sketcher. I'm also on there as the _prime_sketcher as well, but I use that less. So yeah, go find me, hit me up, whatever, follow me, do what you like, have fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ish, what about you? Where can everybody find you? Ish, where can everybody find you?
Oh, sorry, man.
No, you're good.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram as at Ishak_Grimlock. You can find me on Facebook at Ishak Razali. That will be my official, as what Eddie says, government name. And yeah, man. I do have Twitter, but don't bother chatting me there. I don't update that whatsoever. So yeah, man.
Cool.
And if you ever find yourself in Singapore, just drop me a line, man.
All right, I'm there next week, man. We'll go out.
We'll have you show me around. I don't know where you're going to take me. You're going to take me some
I
crazy
could take you to places now. I could show you the world.
And thank you very much for hanging out with us so early in the morning, man, and have a great day at work, man.
Thank you, no problem. It was fun to be here. It was good with you guys, man.
Awesome. And Ish will be on ETR last week of July, right?
Yep.
Nice.
26 mine, 25th your July.
25 us, 26 you. We got to lock in, brother.
It's coming from the future.
Marty.
Yep. All right, Cody.
You can find me, Codemus Prime G1, on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. That's pretty much it. You can find me at TFCon in real life in October with all you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
a lot of
dude,
pictures, a lot of fun.
That's it.
You prepared.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
A lot of karaoke.
All right, Dust Mites.
Yeah.
Dust Mites on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook group, Into the Realm every Monday night on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel, the R.O.C. Hangouts to follow. We have Figure Banging every other Wednesday, and hopefully soon we'll have the R.O.C. International Hangouts coming every couple of weeks. So that's it, man.
Boom.
All right, Sam.
Instagram, I'm Sam's Formers. Sam Thompson on Facebook. And yeah, it's been great. Thanks for having it tonight. It's been cool, man. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks for being here, brother.
And,
thank you all, man.
Yep. Yeah,
No problem.
Thank you guys. But
It's been a pleasure.
I'm Just One. You can find me on Instagram and The Good Book. That's Facebook at Jbatron. Or you can find me on Instagram at Just One if you want to look at some graffiti and some bullshit. Throw that out every now and again. And that's it. Yeah. Again, thanks again, guys, and shout out to everybody that tuned in live in the chat and just watched and checked it out. And everybody, I'm not going to go through the shout out list that we normally go to, but everybody that in our community that we always shout out, you know who you are.
Yep, in the fam.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a good thing we got here, man. Let's keep making it grow even more.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
No
Thanks
problem.
a lot. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Been a
And
pleasure.
fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you.